Goal50 is a very powerful beacon of hope, inspiration, and innovation, whilst also being a center for early childhood development and learning.
Well, the guiding principle of the design was to create a space that was protected, but at the same time not isolated from the community. I think specifically in Heideveld, the children come from an environment that's often quite tight and cramped, and there's not beautiful spaces. So for us, one of the primary motivations was to create a space that's beautiful and inspirational and high ceilings and has great dignity to it.
The materials that we used are glass bottles, eco bricks, tires, recycled material from the film industry, recycled building rubble that goes into the tires, as well as earth, clay and straw in the form of cob.
In this building, we're reusing waste materials, we are sequestering carbon, we're reducing carbon footprint. All of those conversations come into play.
So we care about the planet, we care about people, we care about climate change. So there's a lot of different threads that we bring together, and these sustainable building materials allow us to do that.
There's poverty and there's gangsterism. So a lot of children, they are scared to go out. They see these things and they see that it's normal when it's not really normal.
I was one of the little naughty ones. I joined a gang at 11 years old. I was not recruited. I wanted to be a gangster, and it's just not having a father around an identity.
They are just surrounded by all this violence, and it's not okay.
Goal50 is located right adjacent to the N2 highway, meaning that every single person driving into Cape Town will see this building completed out of 5,000 tires. And it really has the potential to generate many thousands of conversations around what can be done using upcycled materials.
From an environmental perspective, these buildings demonstrates a new way of doing things, being able to take care of the environment, but also being cost-effective, durable buildings, because when you look at these buildings and you touch and you feel the building, you can see that they're incredibly durable. They're gonna outlast conventional building materials. So from my perspective, it's not should we be building this way. I think we've demonstrated the fact that absolutely this is the way to build.
Every community needs something to look up to look towards that gives them hope and guides them. And this, I think, is a lighthouse for the community. That's what we hope to create.
Uthando is not operating from the top down. We are working with community development projects who are rooted in their communities.
We're not there to change people. We're there to create opportunities so that they may change their own circumstances. So we just want to give that home environment. Feel safe, because when there's home, when the home is full of love, there's safety.
We as Goal50 members, we strive for the learners to be educated, to have a meal during the day, to have a meal during after school, for Goal50 to provide a loving and safe environment where they can thrive and feel like they need to be here.
We always ask people when they are standing inside Allwise Educare or Goal50, how do they feel? And without exception, 100% of the time, people say they feel peace, joy, hope, happiness, optimism. We can only imagine, with more buildings like this all around the country, how we can inspire people in communities that are severely under-resourced and in dire need of hope and inspiration.
We don't give people second chances, but we're happy to give tires and plastic second chances. But when we walk past people that perhaps made a mistake in life, no empathy.
I would like my children to see that being together in a community can help us strengthen each other instead of breaking us down.
But I think for me, it's the family foundation is finished. The values is gone in our society today, and we can be who we want to be. We can be rich, we can be poor, but if we have family and if we have that foundation, that carries you through life.
I would like to see Goal50 as a real catalyst for change, motivating local people, especially around the spheres of education and the importance of their children attending a quality preschool in a quality sustainable building.
And I think this can be absolutely replicated across the country and throughout the world. I mean, every community needs a beacon of hope. And this, I really think, does that for the community.
It's for the kids at the end of the day. We are not doing it for ourselves.
I think what excites me is just to see kids smile. It's amazing what this building has already done. That smile and that hope, money can't buy that.
The best ways that people can support Goal50 and our campaign is to support this project financially. Without money, we cannot bring these buildings to life, and to spread the awareness around the campaign. So just spread the message far and wide of our vision to transform 13 million tires a year in South Africa that are being discarded into buildings like this magnificent eco-conscious Goal50 Early Childhood Development Center.